everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with the Carvers, where we are waking up the masses one cup at a time. Oh, yeah, I like that cup there. Look at that.
Yeah.
You say that? Yeah. Good morning, handsome. My wife got
Christmas presents.
It was Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Our daughter bought us these. Right.
That's right. Well, you know what it is. So, hey, we're here. And, today we want to get talk about. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but we ain't trying to be on here really long, because last episode we got a little long in the tooth. I got a little long in the tooth, and
I definitely got long in the tooth.
I really didn't hit on some of the things that I wanted to hit on because I was like a little agitated. You know what I'm saying? I got a little angry. I was a little upset about some stuff that was going down. So we're gonna try to take it, get on a lighter base, but. I still want to talk about some of the stuff that's going on. Like,
we going deep tonight?
We might go a little deep tonight. Yeah, because it's getting ridiculous. Like to the point where, a lot of black folks is kind of like, man, they get a little frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like we doing all this work. Especially shout out to all the people who got their foot on the ground. Out there. They got the boots to the ground and they out here really doing some work to try to make some change happen in their neighborhoods. And it's like, some of the movement is being infiltrated, you know what I'm saying? And it's not where we are a part of it, Kind of like, what I'm saying? It's Black Lives Matters have been totally infiltrated and taken over. When it was started about, for black people, but I mean, don't get me wrong, we like our white counterparts on our behalf, but some of it's getting a little ridiculous. It's getting a little ridiculous that they're missing. Some people are missing the whole point. For me. I feel like some of them is missing the whole point. Like I saw a news report the other day where the police had their own little rally downtown. I think this happened yesterday. And they had
the appreciation.
Yeah, the appreciation. And they had the little biker gangs come through, and they had people out there that was, back the blue. And then on the other side of the street, you had protesters talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. First of all, and let them people do what they're gonna do. Well, I looked at the report and I saw it was like only a sprinkle of people down there. None of them was black. It was a bunch of white folks holding up Black Lives Matter signs, which, thank you, but it wasn't necessary. I just didn't feel it was necessary for them to be down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're gonna make our point, but now it's time for action. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, thank y'all. Thank you for being down there, but it really wasn't necessary. We
made a statement without our presence.
Yeah, we made
because you can make even a big statement without your presence. You really can.
And on another note too, I just got like we're doing all these rallying. We're doing all this rallying. We're doing a lot of protesting, and just over the 4th of July weekend, a whole bunch of black folks got shot up. Okay? Now, hey, I'm not finna Candace Owens this. I'm not finna do none of that stuff that these other people do where when they want to talk about black folks doing what they do or retaliate on black folks, they do it in a source of hate. No, I'm coming with love, y'all. Over the 4th of July weekend, we had a lot of our people get shot up, killed, murdered. You know what I'm saying? It was I believe it was in New York. There was a big old party, picnic, and these black folks just came through and shot in the crowd. I mean, just randomly shooting and killed a baby. I believe it happened in Florida too. the comedian Ricky Smiley, his daughter got shot up. Just people randomly shooting. Dude, that sets us back so bad. And it's like we doing all this protesting for police brutality, but then we turn around and do this. Some folks do this. I'm not one of them people that's gonna be like, oh, black people kill black people all the time. No, I'm not them people. I'm not them people.
And we said this many times on our show. We don't do the black on black crime thing because where you're located is who you're around. It's usually the same color or nationality or same kind of, people. If you black, you pretty much live around a lot of black people, and that's what's going to happen. You've had a lot of YouTubers explain that. You had a lot of people explain that where you are located, you're not going to drive 150 miles to shoot anyone. It's just unheard of that you're going to drive outside of
unless you're a hitman,
your neighborhood or community and have beef with somebody 150 miles away and, do something like that. So yes, where you're located and who you live around is usually who you beef with, who you fight with. They used to fist fight, but not anymore. Everybody's carrying guns. Legally and illegally. It would be great if they were, however, legal or illegal, if they were structured more for the protection of us and not against us.
So
our frustration just runs deep with that,
Yeah, and I really get frustrated when I hear it. I work in healthcare, and 9 times out of 10, they got 2 rooms set up for shotgun victims because they know it's one coming in. And 9 times out of 10, there's somebody black that come in there shot up.
Not all the time, but most
Not
of the
all
time.
the time, but 9 times. Like I said, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that Friday, Saturday.
Well, we can say this is 5 times out of 10. We could do that. We could cut it down to a half a mark. Because mostly it'd be some folks getting messed up on motorcycles and stuff like that. That'd be y'all daredevils out there riding around on your motorcycles. Y'all be careful. Them crazy people out there driving. Watch for the motorcyclists, man. Oh my God, I ain't seen so many motorcycle accidents. But that's another story. But what we're focusing on is the violence within our community. Oh, did I say community? I said community.
Your
Lord have
neighborhood?
mercy. My neighborhood. Because we still try to work on getting a community. We live in a neighborhood. The violence that happens in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
It just has to stop, y'all. Somehow, I don't know what. Now, I don't know what needs to happen.
We
at a
went
loss.
through every emotion in our house. We went
I know,
through
I'm at a
angry, happy, sad, mad.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so many emotions. So much has happened. COVID, protesting. I mean, the orange hair fool that y'all call y'all president to get on TV. Every once in a while he say something stupid.
I'm at a club. I don't care about none of that neither. Because it's like politics. For me,
where we winning at?
I feel we losing at every. It's to the point where hell, we just gonna have to, just go to work, make a nice living, take care of your family, and just keep living. Because as far as politics goes, as much as we do say something or go out there and try to make things happen, it falls on deaf ears. This is when Pete Buttigieg was trying to run for president. And we was at a rally or a town hall somewhat at the Charles Martin Center. Excuse me. And the Black Lives Matter movement was in there, and we were watching, you know what I'm saying? We were watching everything they was talking about. You know, they was talking about the great things that has happened with the development downtown, and you know, I think we did a show about it before, but they was talking about the great things that happened downtown and all the nice heritage houses that was put up over on the north side or along Oak Street and around their areas. But my side of town, the northwest side, is still looking like a vacant lot over there. And a lot of people I know still live there, or they probably moved away and their parents still live there. But you know what I mean. If y'all know what, you know, Kenwood and Florence Street, Brookfield and Linden, you know, Huey Street, Smith Street, Sadie, you know, saying over there, Orange Street, Washington, you know, Rogers, Bertrand, y'all know them areas, Johnson, and on down, you know what I'm saying, towards LaSalle High School. That's, you know, the Kennedy elementary area. You know, that's my side of town that raised me. Now, you know, I'm original Ben Harbor boy, you know, and we moved here to South Bend, but, you know, the northwest side raised me. So, you know, I got love for that side of town. And, you know, shout out to Aisha Patton. I don't know if, you know, she go by any other name, but you know, they had a little something going over there on Bertrand and Olive at that gas station over there. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like that's where a lot of the young folks gather, and there's been some stuff that's happening over there. And, you know, it really have the neighborhood that gas station sits in a little bit on edge, because they're scared every weekend, you know, somebody's either fighting or a couple of gunshots rang out. And, you know, it's a lot of our young folks out there that just like to congregate out there. And I'm glad they had like a little watch out there, you know, to make sure shit don't go down like it was a couple of weekends ago. And that's really dope, and I commend y'all on that, man. And I was like, man, I wish I was out there. And
I've talked about that and organizing a couple groups, and
that's dope. I like that.
I couldn't come up with a lot of men, but I came up with a lot of women, where I wanted to organize some things where some groups, women and men, you know, legally armed and, you know, ready to just take the night back. You know, patrol our neighborhoods a little better. Our kids got to grow up here. You know, everybody ain't in that gang, bang, shoot mentality. You know, some people are just trying to make it through the pandemic alive and raise their kids and, you know, raise some young adults that, you know, will one day run this place. But the way it's going, they all going to be dead. You know, they either killing each other or getting killed or getting caught in the crossfire or mistaken identity. We've seen so much that's why our emotion ranges from every emotion. Mm-hmm. We've been happy some days because somebody made it, you know. Yeah. It's crazy when the days when you have to praise God about a friend's kid because they did get shot, but they lived. You know, that baby's supposed to be going to college and completing high school and dating for the first time and things like that. And where is that for our children? You know, this new generation, they fiery, you know what I'm saying? They ready. And we could just align them and we could just mentor them and get them back together and figure out where we need to go from here. Mm-hmm. Our kids are dying. And we're very close to this. We moved recently.
Yeah.
Due to some of my health issues, we had to move. And
no COVID.
No COVID. No.
No, that's the new term now. When you cough, you be like, no COVID.
Oh.
You know, like you say something crazy, be like, no.
Well, shit, babe, you let me cough and didn't let me say no COVID. We ain't
bad.
sick.
My bad.
No, I had some heart issues, but not any COVID issues. Thank God. But no COVID. You let me cough and then help me out.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Give my back. I got yours.
Oh,
Look.
I got you, baby.
Look. But we've ran through so many emotions, but like I said, we had to move. And beautiful home, we were so excited about it, just opening up the kids to a new place, new area, beautiful home. Kind of quiet, not many houses on our block. And we found out we moved next door to Beirut. Mm-hmm. So we moved about January 31st. And before January, February, March, April, I say before April, we had been on the floor 6 times. 6 times. Just terrified that bullets are going to fly in our home. That's just from young people partying and having them a good time. We guess it was a good time, but every weekend we didn't know if they was going to die or our kids was going to die.
That was scary.
It terrifying because sometime my husband was at work.
Our house is like right next. It's like right on top of each other. You know what I'm saying?
The terrifying thing is when the cop found over 30 rounds. Mm-hmm. About 17 of them was found outside, about 2 inches outside of our 17-year-old daughter's window. She was 16 then, and it was just a couple months ago. And we didn't know she was going to make it to 17. We had to move her up to the point where the whole family was camping out in the living room. Thank God we bought a huge couch for everybody to enjoy movie night because we all camped out in the living room. I feel like the kids had post-traumatic stress. I had post-traumatic stress because you just didn't know when it was going to happen. The first time it happened was the night we moved in. The night we moved in. And then a week later, I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning to him telling me, babe, young people partying next door, just be heads up. Not really thinking what happened the weekend before would happen again. And I woke up with my husband pulling me off the bed onto the floor in the middle of the night. And y'all don't know. Not only did he pull me off the bed and I hit the floor, he hit the floor. In my sleep, I woke up and jumped to my feet, unlocked my bedroom door, and went running for my children. Yeah. Because I'm not thinking as a mother that about a fucking bullet.
And these weren't a couple of shots.
These
weren't a couple of pow, pow, pow.
30 rounds. 30 rounds.
It was a small war.
Okay, a small war.
Next to my house.
And 30 rounds.
In front of my window, my bedroom window. In front of my daughter's bedroom window.
Our daughter's bedroom window, our bedroom window. They found 17 outside of Cyenne's window. The rest of them pretty much close to our window. It made us stop and start examining the house and really realizing this is not the first time this has happened. Mm-mm. And then after the 6th time it happened, we will be moving, but that's very soon in the future. Because
and that's sad.
That's sad.
It's really sad that you come to a side of town where it seems like it's nothing over here because the side of town ain't nothing over here. And I mean, but when you have what you got going on next door, no, bro, I would take going back to where everybody.
And I'm sure y'all
we didn't have that much activity where we stayed.
I'm sure,
and there was a lot of people around that neighborhood.
I'm sure y'all would suggest to do a lot of things. We did, and 2, we even talked to the people. I was terrified for my neighbor that's been next door for 63 years. He's elderly. Mm-hmm. an elderly Caucasian man that's very nice that lives next door, and he's terrified. Terrified. Our neighbors across the street are terrified. Our kids are probably terrified. We talked to them. They were very nice. You know, they told me, Mom, Dukes, you know, we ain't going to have no more
we had to talk with them, you know.
You know, we just try to enjoy ourselves and other people coming over. And, you know, we just trying to hold it down on our set. And understandable. You know, we were young before. But, y'all killing our children.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The children are getting killed, you know, everywhere.
Yeah, and these are young folks, man.
And
it's like people that are in nursing homes are outliving these kids, and they supposed to be the ones that be the ones that take care of us when we get old.
Yeah. And
we putting them in the ground faster than they turning 20. Yeah. You know, but this ain't no new scenario.
No, it terrified
me. It's been going on. It's just it's much worse now than it was when we was kids. Because it started out, you know, with the violence and stuff within our neighborhoods because of the atmosphere in entertainment. I mean, to get, you know, I'm not trying to take it somewhere else, but if you look at
a lot of
how
our
it
music
went,
is very violent. I mean, let's be 100. Let's be 100.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we've always had violence. You know what I'm saying? But the most you had to worry about was getting your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really too much nobody getting piles of very rare occasions where somebody got hit. And that hit hard in our neighborhood as much as somebody getting jumped, because you could see that person, you know what I'm saying, the next day. They could talk about what happened, you know what I'm saying. They could describe where they messed up, you know what I'm saying. And be like, man, okay. So now, somebody loud
truck.
So now they could, you know what I'm saying, be like, yo, next time I'm gonna get that fool, I'm gonna hit him with. These kids ain't saying that no more.
It's over.
It's too many T-shirts being made with, you know,
an argument. We broke up. She broke up with me. You know, we seen a lot of that,
and a lot of it's social media beef too, and it's whack because you're gonna kill your brother over a post. Bro,
and let's shed light on this because this happened in my family. We've lost a lot of women in my family this year to violence.
Yeah,
I lost my 19-year-old cousin that was murdered here, right here in South Bend. Traumatized the hell out of my daughters. Traumatized the hell out of my family. And they will never be over that. She was 19 with a new baby. That was my cousin. Very close blood cousin, you know. Wasn't a distant cousin or anything. Someone right here. Went to school with my kids. Same age as my daughters. Beautiful and young and whole future in front of them like my daughters. So every time someone is murdered, I think of my daughters or my son. Okay? It's hard. We had another one that was murdered in her own vehicle. I'm guessing her boyfriend decided to bang this car and everything. She died on the first impact, but that wasn't good enough. He continued to hit 5 or 6 more cars. And after he hit 5 or 6 more cars and the car exploded into flames, he left her in the car. So, the violence is staggering. This is very close to me. This didn't happen down the street. How they say, the cat down the road. Why you always got to wait until it's at your house? Why you can't feel for the cat down the road because they had kids like you and they went to work like you and they came home to love on their kids and hope they be safe like you. Why we gotta wait until it's right here? Why we gotta do that, you know? Why are we not checking on the cat down the road? And you know what's so terrifying with me, with these kids? If all the anger and violence and all that they had, if we could just organize them, bottle it up until it was needed to protect our women and children and homes. You know, could you imagine how powerful that would be? If we could just align them, reach them. I mean, why are we not pointing our guns at the ops? Why are we pointing our guns at each other? Aren't we dealing with too much? Aren't we dealing with too much? I was watching, what was it, Roland Martin?
Mm-hmm.
And he said the last slave, it was what, 47 years ago, 48 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it. My sister's 50. My brother is 51 or 52. He just turned. So they were alive when that was still happening, you know. And then, let me mention again, we still got people swinging. We still got strange fruit swinging from bridges and trees. And, you know, why can't we focus our energy, our children? They got all this fight. They got all this fight. You remember the saying, the revolution will not be televised? Mm-hmm. Did y'all see all them people marching on TV? Thousands and thousands. Could you imagine if we could structure that, not just for a march, but to stand and put our bodies in front of the children they was trying to hurt? Could you imagine how mighty that would be? Could you imagine how strong we would be? You know, we have too much going on to be killing each other.
Too much. We got too much going on, man.
Aren't we killing who we need to stand with us for protection? Mm-hmm. Aren't they killing who we need to stand on the front line? And all these young men that's so ready to go.
Yeah, there's this guy named Phil Scott, and he has the Advisement Show, and he says sometimes, and I love the Advisement Show, man. It's an awesome show.
He'll tell the truth.
We also watch Michi X. She's
oh my God, Michi is my sister from another mister. My kids say it all the time.
And you know they also
she
have
got
the
that
same
fiery energy.
They feel the same way. Phil, he mostly like, man, there's got to be a total separation between us and them. Excuse me, I'm the 7-0. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel a little different. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it has to be a total separation between us and them, because meaning other black folks that commit murders who want to be, you know, as they call them, ghetto and ratchet. You know, the ghetto and ratchet. We can help. We can be ghetto and ratchet too. When we, you know what I'm saying? We can be ghetto and ratchet too. But it's like he said there's this element out there that just want to murder, kill, seek and destroy, and that within our own society. And that would be these people who like to commit murders. They like to shoot in the crowds. They like to do drive-bys. They like to do they shoot like our neighbors next door, you know. When we talk to them, man, you know what I'm saying? I came to them with love. We came to them with love. That's probably the first approach. Coming to them with love at first. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some who just don't give a fuck. Them, hey, yeah, you might want to just, y'all stay over there, we gonna stay over here. But, you know, it don't hurt to show a little bit of love. Like, when we came to him, we're like, hey, bro, y'all doing all this shooting is dangerous. And I'm like, hell. And then I'm sitting up here talking to you, and y'all shot off about 60 to 120 rounds. And then nobody over here get hit? I'm like, y'all still alive?
Yeah, we thought
somebody over here need to go to the range, because
yeah, inaccurate.
y'all are so inaccurate with y'all shooting. I mean, everybody in the house is, yeah, cuz this is what we do, though. This is, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I said, I understand that, but y'all in front of my house shooting. Any one of them bullets could have went through my house and hit one of my kids. Hold on, man. I know you read it up.
Go ahead. I'm good. Go ahead.
But I'm like, hey, anybody in my house get hit, bro. Y'all might not be good shots, but we are. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no threat, and we licensed. I was like, y'all got to, hey, if y'all got in war, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to find some other way of doing that, because doing this, and y'all got people that live in this area, man, they tore up a lot of shit in this area.
Oh, they shot through cars. They shot through their cars. They shot through neighbors' cars, work trucks, the construction guy truck, the street guy truck. Oh, yeah.
The white folks was out there like, oh, good morning, neighbor. They had a nice night last night. I was like, yeah. My man out here scrubbing his car off like, yes, a typical weekend, you know.
That's when we found out.
And he's on his phone with his insurance adjuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had somebody, you know, they shot up my car. I think they was after a Target and blah, 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 blah. And everybody on that block, everybody on that block was on their phone with their insurance adjuster. Like, yeah, we're
again.
I was like, wow, no wonder y'all house look nice.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I said, y'all not moving? Oh, no. This is a great way to make money. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but they tore it up.
They got their shit replaced. Brand new rides.
Yeah, they shot through the man's car and his wife's brand new car. She
only had it a week. But these cats came back the very next day. Did the same shit.
And the next weekend.
And the next weekend. And the next weekend after that. And guess what? Everybody in the house was still alive.
Yeah.
Who are y'all shooting at, bruh?
Yeah.
What is y'all doing? I'm like, what is going on, cuz? My man, he was like, well, we finna shut it down, you know. We not finna have nothing else going on over here. We gonna shut it down. I'm like, well, y'all be safe, man. Cause I keep telling y'all, we can't afford to lose y'all. You understand?
Ironic thing is we had just came from a rally.
Yeah. I said, we can't afford to lose y'all, man. We out here protesting for y'all. We are, making moves for y'all. People out here making moves for y'all. Yeah, but we got to protect the set. I said, this is not a set, bro. This is your home. Yes, y'all, yeah, I understand you got to protect your home, but this ain't what it is, man.
The sad
I said,
thing
what
is you can't tell who your neighbors are.
I said, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't. I just don't. It breaks my heart because I'm mopping up that blood. You feel me? I'm mopping up that blood. I'm looking at them on that table. I'm going out there and praying with the family. People, it's inconsolable. It's hard to see it. It breaks my heart, man.
I don't want people to wait till it's at their door. I don't want people to wait till it's at their house, Because that's what it seemed like motivates people. Is when it's their child, when it's their nephew, when it's their niece, when it's their cousin, we got to do it before then. You know.
It's got to be a better way. It has to be. There's got to be a better way to handle y'all beef.
Yeah.
It has to be. I don't understand it. I don't know where. And then half of y'all not even licensed to carry. Can be licensed to carry.
Like one of our favorite Instagrammers said, don't even know how to clean the gun. Yeah. Take it apart, put it back together.
Don't even know how to clean the gun and put it back together. And here's the crazy part. All that shooting, nobody went to jail.
Nobody. The news didn't show up.
The news didn't show up.
And this is what we found out from the neighbor that morning. He said, well, y'all got 30 rounds last night. A week before y'all moved here, there were 30 more rounds. So that makes it about, in a week, 60 rounds. And this is the guy that was calling the insurance company for both of his vehicles, including his brand new vehicle. So, he told us go ahead and get the police report and get out of the contract for our home. Because it's been that crazy.
And that's sad because it makes me upset because it's our people. It's our people, man.
They don't know, as a couple, we didn't cry together because, people's kids that we knew. We didn't pray together for a family because they just hurting,
It's got to be a better way, y'all.